Hello and welcome back. Well, now that we've learned about variables and some operations we can use to operate on our variables, let's talk now about a very important part of programming, which is decision making. So what that means is sometimes we want to make sure, let's say, if something happens or if a certain condition is met, we want something to happen. That's what a making is. And Java and many other languages have a way of expressing that decision making. So we're going to go ahead and create a new project, File, New, Java. I'm going to call it Decision. Okay, and go next. Finish. We got our decision there, and going to go to do the same thing. All right, go to source, new package. So com.java program.decision and finish. And now let's add our class. I'm gonna call class. Let's call it decision. Okay. And you notice it's the same name as the decision, our project folder here. Well, it doesn't have to be the same, but in this case, we're just going to go with that one. Okay, so finish. In Java, we have what we call an if statement. An if statement essentially says if something is equal to something, if a condition is met, again, let's do this. Okay, the way you do it is use actually if. How handy, right? But before we go in, let's go ahead and create a few variables first. Let's create an integer, my var. Let's give it a number of 5. Okay. So what we can do, let's say we want to express a decision making that says, okay, if this number is equal to 5, then let's do something. Okay. So we can say if, of course, we have to open parentheses because this is the statement that we're going to put inside of here. If my var is equal to 5, then we have the curly braces, which means that if this is true here, whatever's inside here will have to run. Now, we haven't talked about this double equals here. What this is, it's not the same as this equal. This one is you assigning. This one here, you're not assigning anything. You're just testing to see if these two variables here, these two elements here, are the same or equal. Okay, that's the difference you can see. If we were to go like this inside of if, we're going to have a problem. So we are actually trying to verify if my var is equal to 5, if this condition here is true. Okay. So if this condition is true, if my var, which is this variable here, is equal to 5, then let's system.out.println, yes, you got it. So if my var is equal to 5, in this case, what do you think is going to happen? Yes, you guessed it. Well, it will print this one out. System.out, yes, you got it. Let's see if that works. Control save. Right click, run as, and let's see, and yep, yes, you got it. Now let's say if we change this, if we say it is equal to 6, what do you think is going to happen? Yes, you're right. Well, it's not going to run this piece of code inside of this if state, inside of the braces here, curly braces, because as we said here, my var is 5, and we're saying here, if my var, which is this here, is equal to 6, then system.out. Well, but that's not going to, this condition is not going to be met because that's not true, right? So if we go save and run it, let's see what's going to happen. Well, nothing happens because it just won't run this code. Now, with if, we can also have an else statement, meaning that if this condition here that we set to be doesn't occur, doesn't happen, or doesn't come true, then we want to do something else. So right after the end of the curly braces here, you can say else and open another braces, else system dot out dot println, and you can say nope, you did not get it. That, and run and see what's going to happen. Okay, nope, you did not get this. You did get it. Well, this is true because my var is 5, and it's saying if it's 6, if my var is equal to 6, which is 5, so this is not true, it's going to show this, right? So now you got it? No, because this is 6. Well, so if my var is 5, if my var is equal to 6, we want this to run. Well, let's change this to 5, back to 5 again. Let's run again. So as you can see, my var, this is true, it's going to run it. And if this, let's say if we were to change this to 9, let's go and run it. And run it, you did not get it. Indeed, you did not get it. Because now my var is 9, and it says here it's only work, this will only show, this will only run if my var is equal to 5. Good job. So now you've learned a very simple if statement. So as you can see, this is very, very powerful. This is what programming is all about, is decision making, getting variables and process them and do outputs and inputs and all sort of things. So this is very important, and you've learned it. Congratulations. See you in the next one.